Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Marion Mwikali. If it is your very first time, karibu sana. We love visitors. Do feel at home. If you are a returning subscriber, we love you, we appreciate you, we thank God for you, and thank you for finding yourself here. This video is very helpful and I know it will bless your life. Today we are talking about how to overcome limiting beliefs. And have we all been there where you believe that, you know what, I can't achieve this, you know, I can't do this, you know, I can't achieve anything, you know, I can't do anything. So all you believe, all you think about is how impossible things are for you. So how can you overcome those beliefs? That is what we are talking about in this particular video, and how those limiting beliefs can be overcome and the benefits of overcoming them. I'm sure that it will be beneficial to you and to your loved ones. So help me share, call them, allow them to come so that they can also be blessed even as we continue to learn from one another. Thank you so much. Love you. I love you, and see you in the video. Solution for every problem starts with identifying the problem. So the first thing you need to do, even to overcome limiting belief, is identifying your limiting beliefs. And that is very important. Take time, reflect. And I usually talk about self-reflection. It is very important because when you sit down, you try and see what is really my issue, what is limiting me, what have I thought about myself that is limiting me from achieving what I need to achieve. The minute you start that journey of reflecting on the things that are an issue for you, that is the day that you begin your journey to overcoming limiting belief. So self-reflect, internalize, think about it, talk about it, ask about it, because sometimes there are things that you just don't know but you have always been talking about, and you didn't know, but they're subconsciously things that you have put in your mind as limiting beliefs. So reflect, ask around what it is that you have been saying to yourself. What have you thought about yourself? What have you limited yourself by thinking? And then now from there, I'm sure you will identify the limiting beliefs that you have set for yourself, and now write them down, examine them closely, you know, because that is the first thing that we are doing. You write them down, you examine them, and you look at them and you see, so this is the problem, this is the challenge, I have identified it. And after you identify it, then we go to the next thing. It is challenge those limiting beliefs. After you have seen, after you have picked them, after you have wrote down, now start challenging them. Because often most limiting beliefs are based on fears of our past experiences. You need now to be accurate and focus on relevant current situations. Of course, if you are fearful because maybe something happened to your relationship in the past, and right now the limiting belief that you have, even that is hindering you from getting into another relationship, are things from your past. Focus on the current situation, avoid your past, because when you limit yourself with past experiences, what you're doing is you're killing yourself, you're killing your growth, you're killing your becoming great, because you are so focused on what happened before that you have no room and capacity to handle what is happening currently and what is coming to you in the future. So you need to actually challenge the limiting beliefs that you have set for yourself. And I thank God because you have already identified them, because you've already written them down, and it is so easy for you to challenge them. Start step by step, analyze all of them, giving examples and explaining and all these things that you need to do, because I am telling you, unless you do it, then again you will not be able to overcome them. So make sure that you are very precise, make sure that you're very clear with whatever it is that you're writing down. Make sure you're also very honest with yourself, because you need to overcome these limiting beliefs. And once you do that, then again you have overcome, and that is the main intention of this particular video. So be very clear with these limiting beliefs, and then challenge them. Okay, the other thing is change your your thoughts. Okay, you have already thought that you cannot do this. You have already thought that, you know what, there's nowhere else I can go. You have already thought that, you know what, I cannot be anything other than what I have been. You have already thought that, you know what, I am not beautiful. It is time for you to change your thoughts. Look at yourself and start seeing positivity. Start being very positive. Start seeing yourself as a positive person. You know, empower yourself. Okay, where you thought that you cannot do it, what made you think that you cannot do it? Did you lack the skills? Then go get the skills. What was limiting you before? Is it the fact that you did not have ABCD? Can you get it? If you can't, how can you get solutions? And I remember a particular time someone told me, if you don't have the solution, ask for it. You know, yeah, ask for the solution, ask for help. And this is another place where you can actually be very you can use that particular thing. Ask, you know, even as you're changing your mindset, what are you saying about yourself? Is it that you cannot tell yourself that you're beautiful? Can you ask someone, you know, have someone who is helping you walk that journey, who we call your accountability partner, and allow them to speak life into you, to speak positivity. Go close to people who are very positive, people who will always tell you that you can do it, and they remind you. As much as you yourself, you don't believe it, once you hear it consecutively from someone who is really working with you and someone who believes in you, then it is so easy for you even to change your mindset. So you need to refrain your thoughts and just be in a place where you are thinking that you are enough. I am not good enough. So why are you telling yourself that you're not good enough? Start now telling yourself that I am capable and worthy of succeeding. I am capable and worthy of getting to 100,000 subscribers. I am capable and I can do this. I am not very good at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My background has been limiting me. My experiences have limited me. My past has limited me. My career has limited me. But I am good enough. I can actually do this. So start changing your mindset. Start speaking positively to yourself. And instead of telling yourself all those negative things that you have been feeding yourself to limit you, start telling yourself things that will promote you forward. The only person is standing between you and your next success is yourself. People will speak to you. People will tell you, but you're the only one who has the right to actually settle for what they have told you. If they called you stupid, you're the only one who will accept to be stupid. Otherwise, you can actually read and understand what actually you were not understanding when they were calling you stupid, and now you understand, so you're not stupid, you're actually wiser and you're better than you were when they were calling you stupid. Your teacher might have called you that, but it's just the fact that you did not understand then, but you can understand now. So don't always be so quick to believe what they tell you about yourself. And one thing I learned about us human beings, we are so quick to believe negative people that people tell us, and we are so hard to believe positive things that people tell us. When people tell us, hey, you are very stupid, it is so easy for you to pick that and to believe that. But when someone comes and tells you, hey, you are so beautiful, you're like, you are lying to me. You are just telling me that because there's something you want. And sometimes people don't want anything, and those that are telling you because they want something, sorry, but the truth is, tend to believe positivity, avoid negativity. Even when people tell you, oh, you are cursed, that is why things are not, people tend to believe that. They spoon feed on that, and now they believe, and they use it actually to even put themselves lower and to actually encourage themselves. I remember, let me just give you a short story here and now. When I learned the meaning of the name Mwikali, Mwikali is a Kamba name, and it means delay. Mwikali, mtu ameka. You take time to do things. And I noticed that there was that particular thing, even to achieve things. What I did, of course, I took the spiritual approach, which is praying over my name and declaring that delay is out of my life and all that. But you know, before I did that, what I did was just actually be okay with it. And I was like, every time I don't do something very fast, or I take time to do something, I was like, it comes with the name. It comes with the name. That's why I'm a last minute person, because of the name. You know, it is my name. It is who I am called. It is Sijui Nini. And sometimes you maybe are called that because you took time before. Okay, I know some of us are named after someone like I was. But again, you can also be named maybe such a name because maybe during childbirth you took a long time before you were delivered, so of course you can be called that. Yeah, I know that there is that aspect of African naming, so maybe someone who you are named after, that is the reason why they were called that, because maybe they delayed to do to be born, and they took long. And you see, what you're doing is you're encouraging yourself in the delay, and that is what I was doing for myself. I was telling myself, you know what, it is even in the name. My name just suggests that, you know what, it's okay, I will do it tomorrow. And I encouraged procrastination in my life. I encouraged failure. I encouraged lack of just being motivated and even achieving things, because at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what, there's nothing to lose, and there's nothing bad as you yourself accepting that kind of lifestyle. You accepting that, you know what, it's okay for you to fail. There's nothing as bad as you allowing people to speak negatively and you accepting it. You know, let them speak. And I'm telling you, even while I'm speaking to you, people will speak. There's someone who is looking at this video, and instead of seeing how I am saying sense, they will analyze maybe the way I'm dressed, they will analyze my hair, they will analyze my background. They're like, no, why did she do the video here? Why couldn't she have done it somewhere else? They will be concentrating on all the wrong things with this particular video. They will be trying to listen if I will shrub or I will say something, and then they get something to laugh at, and trying to listen to maybe my tonation, my pronunciation, because I'm Kamba, so they're trying to see, hey, no wonder she's sounding like that because she's Kamba and all that. And there is actually those ones, and there are others who will come here and watch and be like, yeah, you're making sense actually. But you see, people will always have a comment and they will have an opinion, good or bad, but it is for you to determine and for you to accept that negativity, and for you to actually claim it. And once you claim it, you're limiting yourself. What I am trying to say, even as I am speaking to you right now, is that you need to change your thoughts. Whatever you have thought about yourself, you cannot achieve anything, you cannot be anything, because that is maybe what your parent used to say, maybe that is what your teacher used to say. You are not performing very well, but do you know what, there's something that you can do excellent than the one that was performing well. Why don't you focus on that? Don't focus on what you have failed and then you conclude that your life is over and everything about you is done and sealed and that you're a total failure. No, focus on what is working, focus on the positive, focus on what will work. Change your mindset. Okay, it is fine even if it is true, what they are saying is true, and yet I do not understand. When I am taught, I do not get. What then can you do about it? Yeah, look for solutions to your problem, but don't accept your problem to define you. Look for solution. I want us to develop, even as I have done a video about growth, developing a growth mindset. You need to develop a growth mindset where you're like, you know what, it is true of, okay, so what, I don't get things, but you know what, if I actually get someone who will work with me slowly, because maybe in class the teacher is doing it in a hurry, I actually do get, and when I get, I don't forget. I am better off than the one who understands very quickly and also forgets very quickly. So there is always something positive about you. Don't allow yourself to be limited by where you're coming from. At us, we come from a very poor background. Yeah, so you need to get to that place where you're telling yourself, you know what, I need to get myself up and walk, and irrespective of what it is, that I can actually do this. So change your mindset, and once you do that, you will start seeing positivity. You start seeing way out of whatever it is that you're dealing with, and things actually do work. The other thing, and which is our last point, is take action. Take action for whatever it is that we have already seen. You know what, overcoming limiting beliefs is that, you know, one way of overcoming is actually taking action. So I have limited myself. I have believed what these people have said. And now that I have changed my mindset, I need to take action. I need now to put in effort. Thank you for staying tuned. My name is Marion Mwikali, and bye. See you on the next vlog. I love you and I appreciate you. God bless you.